right, good morning, Richard Wright family. We are super excited today that we have two outstanding and amazing people who are on today as we do this fireside chat. I just want to introduce both guests and let you guys know that we are honored to have them in our midst. One is our very own. We are excited to have Miss Laila Davis here this morning, who will be hosting this fireside chat. She'll be doing an amazing job. She's a ninth grade student here at Wright Schools, and she is turning it up. Our guest today here with Wright Schools is none other than a visionary philanthropist and founder of the Malcolm Jenkins Foundation. You know, there's no other introduction that goes with it. He's a two-time Super Bowl champion, a graduate of The Ohio State University, and an author of the book that we've all been reading. And we're excited to have Mr. Malcolm Jenkins on board with us today. Let's all give him a warm welcome and a Richard Wright applause for being here today.
I would want to start with your Malcolm Jenkins Foundation. For everyone who doesn't know what that is or what it does, would you mind sharing with our school and telling us how many Black organizations you've helped through your foundation?
Yeah, so we started, my mom, Gwendolyn Jenkins, is the president of the foundation. She and I started the Malcolm Jenkins Foundation back in 2010. And so we started the foundation with a life skills program in New Orleans that also ended with scholarships for participants that went into that program. Then I moved from New Orleans to Philadelphia, and we started to think about expansion. And since then, we now operate in all of the places that I've called home. So that's Louisiana, Ohio, where I went to college, Pennsylvania, where I played for the Eagles and currently live now, and New Jersey, where I'm from. And our vision is basically, how do we meet communities where they are? So different communities have different needs. So our programs look different depending on where we are.
What do you feel like people misconceive about how you got to where you are today? I know everybody sees, two-time Super Bowl. They see Malcolm Jenkins, but has Malcolm Jenkins, the name that you made for yourself, always existed?
When we think about success, get misconstrued because they only try to look at it as a destination. And they find it to be a destination that they can never, just arrive on. I can say I'm successful now because I know that I'm somebody who is continuously getting better and better and better and better at anything, at all aspects of my life. So I know that I was better than I was yesterday, which means that I am trending better at all times. And that is what is making me successful. So
basically, success is a process. It's I'm continuously growing, continuously building upon myself, and continuously getting better.
100%. It's about ongoing skill development is what a coach used to say to me all the time, where you're not really being evaluated on wins and losses, but are you getting 1% better every day?
In terms of you continuously growing, continuously bettering yourself, how did you believe resilience plays a role with you being on the field in your daily life and how it can help us in the classroom?
Yeah, I think resilience is about perspective. A lot of the times we discourage ourselves because we expect things to be easy. When you have a perspective where you expect hard things, you expect to be uncomfortable, you embrace being uncomfortable because you know that there's growth, then the circumstances of where you are in life, where you are in the game, where you are on the chart doesn't even matter because you're expecting this adversity and you're allowed to focus solely on the task at hand.
As someone who has been actively involved in addressing social justice issues within the NFL, what are your thoughts on the impact of Kaepernick's protest and the ongoing conversation it sparked regarding racial equality and systemic injustice?
Yeah, I think when Kaepernick took a knee and took his stance, it really presented a once-in-a-generation opportunity for athletes to take the stage. It sparked literally conversation around the world about police brutality and systemic racism here in the States. And so I think it's a great example of one person's kind of drive and determination giving a domino effect that really changes the course of history. Because the athletes that have been in the Players Coalition and the organization that myself and Anquan Bolden started have really made impacts that we never thought we could do, from policy change to securing millions of dollars in funding for educational resources.
And with being engaged, we got to be educated. We got to be aware. We have to know what's going on and not just follow after a crowd, because the crowd's not always right. We thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate you for being open through our interaction and through your book, which we enjoyed thoroughly.
It's one of the better interviews I've had in a long time. So thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you.
So, Wright Schools, I need everybody at this moment. Let's stand and give our guest today a big round of applause. And thank you, my brother Malcolm Jenkins, man, for all that you're doing. And thank you so much for your leadership, as always.